CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon and thank you for joining us. I'm Najahe Sherman and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Let's take a quick look at today's top stories. Off the top, a slow police pursuit came to an end about an hour ago. Chopper 4 was over 37th Avenue. That's where the driver of a silver Honda Pilot led police on a chase heading southbound in northwest Miami-Dade. You can see a slew of police cars following the SUV. It's moving slowly and swerving on the road. You can see smoke coming from the tire of the car. That chase eventually came to an end in Locka. The driver eventually surrendered to police. You can see officers drawing their guns and arresting that driver. No word on the identity of the driver or what led to the slow speed chase. We are now learning more about a man who was shot and killed at a Miami Beach nightclub and his ties to the music industry. Police say he is 37-year-old Lowell Grissom, known as Low. He was a well-known musician to many artists in the world of hip-hop. There was crime scene tape wrapped around the 200 block of 23rd Street in Miami Beach Sunday morning. The shooter opened fire at a party inside a gala lounge shortly before 4 a.m. Two women were also shot and are expected to be okay. A friend of Low's told us off camera that it is believed that Low was targeted and that the women were bystanders.
Always alerting, always tracking. This is Next Weather.
And taking a live look outside on this beautiful Monday afternoon, a dry day with just a few clouds. Let's get right to Next Weather meteorologist Cindy Pressler. So how long will this weather last?
We've got some changes coming up, Naja. Beautiful day today, just a few puffy cumulus clouds, but rainy season typically begins by May 15th. So today is the 8th. We've got a few more days. Then it ends in October. So we're going to go into a very different pattern. I know we've seen quite a bit of rain over the past month, but this is when we start going into that, it rains at least for a little time every day. So that's what we're expecting from May through October. We usually pick up 70% of our yearly rainfall, about 51 inches. For the year, the Miami area gets about 60 inches. So that's what we're going to be looking forward to. That dry air that we're loving today is going to start moving out. You have that east-southeasterly wind today. A little bit of moisture available out there, but nothing too bad. Temperature now at 83 degrees. High today so far has been 85, 81 at Homestead, 86 degrees down in Marathon. And again, just a few cumulus clouds, puffy cumulus clouds, and they're making their way from the Atlantic across, moving to the west, and that's due to that east-southeasterly flow. So let's put our modeling into motion here. Now you might see a spot shower for this evening. It'll be over here in Monroe County, and that's because of the easterly wind. The sea breeze front moves in. That's the case we're going to see for the next couple of days. Gets to see a little bit of moisture just off the south and east. So Tuesday already at noon, 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, southern Miami-Dade, southern Monroe County. There could be a couple of spot showers there, but notice not along the coastal areas, not expecting it here. And then by the afternoon, by 6 o'clock, you might find a shower. Looks like west of 27. That would be our best chance to see a spot shower. But again, this is not going to be a lot of moisture, basically a dry day. Same thing again on Wednesday. Because our flow is coming in from the east-southeast, spot showers are going to be possible again as the sea breeze front gets pushed inland toward the west coast. So that's going to be the better chance. Rain chances go up though. By Wednesday, 20%, Thursday, 30%, but Friday should be our best chance to pick up measurable rainfall here. And that's because we've got another front coming in. High pressure protecting us for the time being, but look what happens. It moves back to the west. That's going to allow a cold front, a backdoor cold front. We call it that because it's coming in from the north and east. That will move in Thursday and Friday, stall out. That'll keep the humidity in place, but that chance for a shower, maybe a thunderstorm. But look what happens to the humidity. Back up again into the humid category. And as we head into the end of the week and the weekend, chance for showers and maybe a thunderstorm is going to stick with us. So here's your planning forecast. Tomorrow's highs, back into the upper 80s again, but Wednesday should be our hottest day, lower 90s. 88 degrees on Thursday. Notice that chance for rain now going way up there. 40% on Friday. Sunday is Mother's Day. Not a bad day, not a washout. Your temperature high of about 86.
All right, thank you, Cindy. A security scare at Everglades High School. Chopper 4 was over the school just after 8:30 this morning. Police tell us they got a 911 call about a bomb threat. Miramar police say there was no viable threat made directly to the school.
Katrina is the joy in all of our lives, and although we ask that you allow her to return home with her family during this process.
Tonight, a family's plea. An 18-year-old high school student is accused of making school threats. Now her lawyers tell us that Katrina Petit has posted bond. A judge set bond at $80,000. She cannot use her phone or computer, and she will be placed on house arrest. According to police, Petit used another student's name and computer access to post a threat online. That post went viral. During the course of the investigation, police say Petit admitted to the crime. During her bond hearing, her sister and her pastor said what Petit did was outside of her normal character.
She is one of the most respectful, humble, polite, obedient, submissive, and thoughtful young woman that I have ever met in my 30 years of ministry.
Petit is facing several charges, including intimidation to write or send a threat to kill. When we come back, meet a local mother who is pushing to prevent accidental drownings from happening. Stay with us. Welcome back. A special exhibit was unveiled today. It's spearheaded by South Florida mothers who lost their children to gun violence. CBS News Miami's Nicole Lauren has a closer look at the We the Mothers Miami exhibit and its powerful message.
My son, Michael, was killed at the age of 18. I still remember the call like it was yesterday.
He once shared 29 years with me. I am grateful for that.
These are the faces of women who had to endure the unthinkable, the devastating loss of a child.
But it's been so hard having to watch his children grow without the physical love and presence of their father.
Each of their faces, their stories captured in these portraits, now hung on this fence here in Brickell surrounding Southside Park.
I didn't want to be a mother that just sit around and just say I lost a son and just give up on life because I had other kids to fight for. I have other mothers to fight for. I have other communities to fight for.
The photographer is Kathy Shore, who travels from city to city, capturing heart-wrenching photos of people who survived gun violence or the families of those who didn't.
When somebody gets shot, they don't just die. That's the end of them, but the beginning of the pain of the people that are standing here.
And that pain is felt through these images.
My son couldn't get out the chair fast enough, and the bullet struck him in the heart. And my son died in my arms.
But rather than sit back and just grieve, these mothers are now turning their pain into purpose.
We need to make a change immediately, because if not, it could be one of your children.
Nicole Lauren, CBS News, Miami.
Alarming allegations against a teacher at a Miami-Dade County charter school. Police say 29-year-old Eric Givens was arrested. He is accused of sending inappropriate text messages to a female student. According to the arrest report, Givens is a former teacher at Theodore and Thelma Gibson Charter School. He was the alleged victim's former third-grade teacher. A judge set his bond at $7,500, and he was ordered to stay away from the alleged victim. Governor Ron DeSantis made an appearance at a GOP event in Wisconsin Sunday. The governor is expected to launch a 2024 presidential campaign. He spoke to around 600 guests, touting his success getting elected in Florida.
So what's the good news? The good news is the state of Florida and what we've achieved shows Republicans can win again.
As Governor DeSantis spoke to supporters inside, protesters gathered outside. Some were even seen flying Trump flags. Over the past few months, DeSantis has been speaking in several key presidential primary states. May is National Water Safety Month. Last week, we told you about the International Swimming Hall of Fame program, Every Child a Swimmer. The nonprofit was started by a mother who lost her daughter in an accidental drowning. The organization provides swim lessons to children who can't afford them. CBS News Miami's Terry Hornstein reports from Miami with what one mother wants everyone to know.
That was one of our family's favorite activities to do, is just spend time in and around the water.
Casey McGovern remembers time with her 19-month-old daughter, Edna Mae, fondly. Memories and pictures, all the family has left of their blue-eyed baby girl, who drowned in the family pool back in 2009.
I caught the glimpse of my baby girl floating in our pool, and my world stopped.
Casey was putting groceries away when Edna Mae slipped out of the house. It was only a matter of minutes, but the toddler would lose her life.
I made her a promise that I would do everything in my power until my last breath to make a difference and help other families never experience that same heartache.
In 2021, Florida passed the Every Child a Swimmer law. The law states parents of each child entering into kindergarten should be asked by their school if their child knows how to swim. If the answer is no, the school is required to give parents information about water safety and resources. Casey says she's thrilled the law passed, but the work now is enforcing it because she says education is key.
Between our Tri-County area, we have probably the highest drowning rate in the state. And this information is not being shared. And so we need more schools to participate. We need more schools to be sharing this information, and we will help them do that.
Casey says she hopes more parents start asking about the resources so they can get the information they need so no family goes through the heartache hers did.
It's just that conversation. It's that awareness. It's that education that we need so desperately.
Sherry Hornstein, CBS News, Miami.
And tonight at 5, flood insurance rate hikes. We're going to break down the areas in South Florida that will see the biggest spike as more help prepares to arrive in flood-ravaged Fort Lauderdale. And that is the CBS News Miami Quickcast. I'm Najahe Sherman. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami.